talk about sex.
Let's talk about it.
Oh.
I'm fine. It's an oversimplification cause I'm really contemplating. I just haven't picked the day yet. I'm fine. Just don't ask me to elaborate cause I don't really know what I'm supposed to say. I'm fine.
God. All right,
I'm
guys.
Fine. I'm not, but
Welcome to Sad Girl Next Door. I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing today. I am a little buzzed, to be honest. Adam had to drive here.
You said you would have been fine.
You know what? I probably wouldn't have been fine.
Oh, okay. So you were lying.
I was lying.
I'll accept it.
8 mimosas down, it's just kind of, I was chugging them.
That's a Sunday morning.
It is a Sunday morning. It was Sunday brunch. I mean, and
it's also Wisconsin, so
it is Wisconsin, and it's Sunday brunch, and it's the situation that we put ourselves into. It's just how it is, Anyways, guys, you know me. I'm Taylor, Sad Girl Next Door. That is me. We have a guest, second guest on the show. This is Adam.
Hi. Was that the same intro that like the last guy I gave?
No, what did I say the last time that he was in? I said, we have our first guest today. And he was supposed to be like, let's talk about that. And he just went, hello. And then like the intro of that was just me dying of laughter. And then he's like, are we not going to use that? And I said, no, yes, we are. We are. We had to. We had to.
Yeah.
But I was expecting a little bit better intro this time, which was better.
Thank you. I have a degree. So.
Exactly. I was going to say that, so thanks.
Anytime.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, I have an important question for you. Probably the most important question of the entire show.
Yes, ma'am.
Ew, don't call me ma'am.
Okay.
Please don't call me ma'am. That's gross.
Yes, Taylor. Okay. What is your question?
Are you a sad boy?
Am I oh shit. Well, you and I have bonded over like we're adult emos.
Yeah.
We were
listening to December by Neck Deep on repeat.
Yeah. Dude.
Not the December Again.
Not
version,
December Again.
But just the
featuring
regular
Mark
one. No, there's two. Do you not realize?
Yeah, featuring Mark Hoppus.
There's Mark Hoppus and there's another one. I forgot who is featured in that one. There's
what
like
the
2.
Hell? Was that the sax player?
I don't fucking know.
They have a sax player in their song sometimes or something.
That's nice. I'm gonna look it up now. But so Sad Boy.
Yeah.
With a together, Sad Boy space, or Sad Boy with an I. What do you think?
I think it depends on the day and the person.
The person?
Yeah. Like, are you?
I'm talking about yourself here.
Gotcha. I thought you thought like you just like give a definitive answer.
No, are you a sad boy?
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. There's one featuring Mark Hoppus and then one featuring some guy named Chris.
Is it just Chris? Or?
No, I don't know how to say that last name. I don't want to butcher it.
I am unfamiliar, and I feel like I'm gonna get, if anyone sees this who's like a knowledgeable adult emo, I'll get like crucified.
I think maybe we just need to keep it as some guy named Chris.
We love you, Chris.
Yeah, good job, Chris. I actually
Chris.
did not like that version at all. So,
okay.
But props to you for trying. Anyways, continue, please.
So you're asking me to like choose a spelling.
No, I'm just asking, are you a sad boy? I guess, like, which sad boy are you? Remember, there's 3 different kinds.
I'll choose the one, the regular, correct spelling, but mushed together. I'll feel that today.
That's how you feel today? Is you're just a sad boy, like, just smushed together?
Yeah.
How are you feeling today?
I'm okay. Yeah. Not like nervous for this. Obviously, I've never been on a podcast. Or
really?
Anything. No.
But so you're nervous for this, but you're a stage performer.
Yeah. It's a big difference. Okay, I'm nervous for that as well. Mm-hmm. However, like, there's a difference between like not having to see anyone's faces, like when, because the lights are obviously all on you, and then you don't necessarily have to look at anyone, and then you can just kind of coast off like the adrenaline of your anxiety and then just go. But yeah, no, recording stuff is never really my strong suit. Like with what the fuck is it, like you have to record like audition tapes and stuff like that, and it's just not. Yeah, it's there's a lot of takes and a lot of just like bloopers where you're like, fuck, that was stupid. Like, you sang that wrong, like wrong lyric. Like,
oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I also dabbled in theater a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. You told me.
It was like middle school, and then I wasn't good enough for. But
We're doing names.
Yeah, I love her though.
Okay.
I love her. I service her and her husband's cars and at work.
I worked with her on a show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know everything. Remember that.
Oh, okay. So I guess this it's a pointless that I'm on here then.
I guess
you
so.
could just you could field questions.
Do you
want
to
answer
the
them
door's
yourself.
over there?
That's a curtain.
Okay, whatever. So I want to get into a little bit like how we met, because last time I had a guest on the show, I didn't get into how we met, and maybe that was a bit confusing for some people, but like I don't know all who watched that. I know a lot of our mutual friends watched that, so they knew who he was. But I never asked, how do we meet each other? Yeah. The only thing that was mostly said was like, I met you like a year and a half ago at a party. That was it. So, do you want me to start how we met each other? Do you want to? Why don't you start? This is guest driven today, so I want to hear your side of things.
Sure. So I have a friend named Enrique.
Yep.
Who I've known for about like 5 or 6 years.
We love Enrique.
He's fantastic.
Oh, I love that.
So talented and hot. But he's a photographer.
Yep.
And he takes pictures for you. And you were his first like paying customer.
I was.
For his photography business.
I was, yes.
And yeah. And then so, I just like saw photos of you that he'd post, so I knew you like via that. And then he would talk about you sometimes, so then we just got like, we just got to know each other a little bit. And we haven't known each other for too long.
Who, you and I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You just skipped over a bunch of shit, but that's fine. I'll throw you under the bus.
What? I mean, like that, like the briefest synopsis.
Oh, okay, the brief synopsis. But I mean, yeah. So yeah, we've known each other for how long now? Like a month or something like that.
Yeah, around a month.
Around a month. Yeah. I've known of you for a while.
Okay.
Theater, high school stuff, obviously.
Okay.
The funniest thing though is that when like I say, "Oh, I remember you from high school," and people are like, "I don't remember you," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's because I looked way different." Remember, I showed you the picture of me being blonde.
Yeah, I said you looked like a Karen. Nothing but love. I looked like a rat in high school.
I know.
So
I saw.
Yeah. People. Okay, so people still compare me. Like this is a recent development, but people say I look like Roddy the rat from Flushed Away. There it is. Yep. There it is.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Your reaction is in line with society, so.
All he's missing is the mustache. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
One time I had a picture of him and I drew a mustache on it and I sent it to people. They're like, dead ringer. So. Are you gonna be able to get past that, or like?
No.
Not in a bad way, but like.
No, because also remember at brunch I was like, remember Post Malone's mustache? And it looks like two. I saw this on Facebook. Now I can't get it out of my mind. It's Post Malone's mustache looks like two capybaras kissing.
Yeah.
And now I can't get that out of my head when I see your mustache.
Yeah.
Even though you said, does mine look like that? And I'm like, no. Yeah. And then more that I look at it, it's like,
I mean, I was like obsessed with capybaras when I was like.
Why? They're gross.
They're like massive fucking guinea pigs. They're super.
Yeah, I don't like guinea pigs, so.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so.
Topic.
What topic?
Oh, like I thought.
No, I will not. Whose podcast is this?
I'm sorry, I'm a performing arts major.
Anyways, I was just going to continue on because I don't know how many episodes of the show you've watched. You don't need to say because you just don't need to.
I have watched.
You have watched. You have watched.
Yeah.
I made this episode a while back about like my Tinder experiment.
Okay.
That's probably one that you didn't watch, which is fine.
It is not.
Okay, it's whatever. So I went through and like did like this huge Tinder experiment, like swiping right on like every guy that I found like attractive. I didn't want to.
The suicide swipe. Oh wait, every guy or every guy?
No, every guy that I thought was attractive. Okay. You know, like I could go every guy for sure, but like I didn't want to do that because like that's unfair to some people. Because then whatever. Sure. Anyways, and then I went and said like, who messaged me, who didn't message me. I messaged a bunch of people who messaged me back, you know, what are the weirdest messages that I've gotten. So I wanted to say that, like, yeah, you and I know each other from Kike.
Yes.
But we actually started talking because we matched on Bumble.
Yeah.
Which, you know, Bumble's better than Tinder anyways.
Yeah.
I think it is.
It's less, I think it, I was like a little weird about like the incentive, like that, like the girl had to message first. I'm just like, why would you put that pressure on a girl? Like they get enough like dumb fucking messages all the time. But I'm like, oh no, that's putting the power in like your hands sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I want to engage, I can engage. And then like, I don't have to have a bunch of creepy fucking dudes messaging me. So.
Yeah. So we were like talking on like Bumble about whatever. I should have pulled that up. I didn't.
Yeah, because that's like we didn't talk before. Like we had known of each other, especially like via Enrique. But then and then so like, you know, you see someone, you know, it's just like, all right, what's up? Like
exactly. Yeah, and I think it's because Kike also told you that I thought you were hot. So that's another thing, you know.
I do like attention.
I know that. Trust me, I know.
I don't know. I have a degree for it.
A degree for attention?
Yeah. To anyone who does, I'm a theater major, so like there's
I just rolled my eyes so hard at you.
Mean.
What?
Mean.
Do you know me at all?
Go on.
Okay. So we matched over Bumble and we just became friends.
Yeah.
Do you see that happening like a lot?
Like via like a dating app or something.
Yeah,
like
do you like, for example, my best friend Daniel and I, we actually met on Bumble, and
really?
we are still 3 years later. We are best friends to this day. That's who I go and hang out with in Whitewater all the time.
That's so solid.
Isn't that? Yeah, it's like it's super weird, but like we met on Bumble. It didn't work out as like a, you know, we didn't really try too hard to make it something more.
Yeah.
But
you just vibed.
We just vibed. I think we went on a date like once, didn't really want to, you know, whatever. And we just became friends. And I'm friends with all of his friends.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say all, because there are a lot of people that come to the house that I'm like, I don't know you. You know, whatever.
Sure.
But I've become friends with a decent group of people.
Yeah.
And so there's one example, I guess. But like other than that, like I don't really see many people go on dating apps. You know, maybe go on a date, maybe they hang out, maybe they hook up, and then they don't continue on as a friendship or with anything. Yeah.
I've had certain experiences, like I've kind of like had like kind of like the whole run of the mill thing. Like it's I've had unexpected, like that's really cool that like you have like a best friend off of that though, because like I don't know, especially like as you like get into like adulthood, it's like it's really hard to find like friends that are like kind of mainstay kind of people that you like fuck with enough to like
because
keep
where do
in
you
your
go
life.
besides work? You know, like I mean,
no, for real, yeah.
Like I am very close with my coworkers. I shouldn't say very close because they're all like older men. Like I mean, no, I'm one of the youngest people in that dealership. Okay. I'm 23. I think the next closest like person in my age, like you know, to my age is 20 years older than me, that I would directly work with.
Sure.
He's 43.
Sure.
Shout out to Kyle. But and then it goes like Jason, who's probably like the same age. I think he's like the same age. I'm not sure. I never asked. Then there's Chris, and then there's Dan.
Okay.
And then there's like Karen, who I don't know how old she is, which is fine. You know, it's whatever. So like I don't have a big social circle. Like I met my friend Daniel on Bumble, and I hang out with all of his friends when I go to Whitewater. Mm-hmm. That's my social circle. I have my friend Alexia, who I met when I was probably like a senior in high school. Like, I don't even, you want to know, I was probably turning into a freshman in college. I think it was that summer where I met her.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's my group of people. Because I've lost so many friends over the years. So many.
Sure.
But, you know, like, where else are you going to meet people?
Yeah. Your opportunity for, like, social, just, it just shrinks. Like,
honestly, internet like apps is like the way to meet people nowadays, and it's kind of gross at the same time because like you didn't watch the episode, but there were a bunch of like people who were just being really weird.
No, absolutely. And like the experience on like dating apps for women versus men is vastly different, where it's like what was it, I had like a Tinder, I've had like used Bumble for like a number of years as well, but like I had a Tinder for, I'm gonna say like 5 years or something like that. At this point for this particular story, it was about like 3, 2 or 3, and you know, you get various matches, like conversation stops. It is what it is. And my friend, I was out to dinner with a bunch of friends, and she said, "Oh, I just got like a Tinder yesterday." I was just like, "Oh, that's cool. Like, what's going on?" And then like she like shows, and she's just like, just infinitely scrolling through like all these matches she had. I'm like, "Wait, when did you get this?" She was like, "Yesterday." I was like, "Are you?" I was like, "Holy shit!"
I wish
like,
I had luck like that.
It's like at least for like, I don't know. It's some people. It's men are fucking weird. I don't know. It's like every like dude. It felt like every dude was swiping on her, and I'm like, 3 years like on the app, and like you've had significantly more matches, and it just feels weird. I mean, like, I don't know. There's something odd that's just like, it feels very no holds barred on like like the guy's side's just like, I don't care what it is sort of thing. I don't know. And if you're just looking to hook up, that's fine. But like, I don't know, it's odd. And then they all just message like hello. It's just no conversation starters.
Yeah, when people message me just hey, I'm kind of like
what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do with that?
I like when people ask me like weird questions.
Oh, okay, like what?
What did you message me? I don't know. I'll see.
Go for it.
I'm gonna find it. Hold on.
Bring up the receipts.
I'm looking.
Darren, pull the pictures up.
In the edit, I will.
Oh, okay.
Do you need me to send you pictures for the edit? Like I can.
I didn't say anything. What if I said something cringe?
You probably did. You were the you probably did. You were the last person that I talked to on Bumble. I have not used it since you and I became friends.
I think it's about the same for me. Like
I get enough attention from you. I don't need more.
Does it mean a lot, my attention?
It was really cringe.
What the fuck? I'm debating. Oh fuck. Oh, okay.
Remember how we first started talking? It was about corpse.
Corpse husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you messaged me, choke me.
No, I said no,
choke
I did
me
not.
Like you. Yeah, it's like all you said was choke me.
You,
like
okay.
No, this is what it says. Choke me like you choke me when you choke me.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a joke. Okay, first of all, you cannot say you messaged me, choke me.
You did. You did though.
Very
right
different. Here. Very different.
And so, what else did you say? You said full contact.
No. Here's the joke. Because it's really funny. Is that Corpse Husband has a song called E-Girls Are Ruining My Life.
Yes, I know this.
This is for context for the viewers. That says, choke me like you hate me, but you love me.
Yep.
And I said, choke me like you choke me when you choke me.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's
okay.
like you're taking one signature. Okay.
Did you message me that because you knew who I was or what?
Have you seen those edits? It's like Mom Spaghetti for like Eminem. Like the guy just edits in Mom Spaghetti all over the song. It's like.
I'm uninterested in what
maybe
you're
it wasn't
saying.
funny. I don't know.
But yeah, that's what you messaged me.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of cringe.
I think it was okay.
It was like, I
stand behind that fully.
I think, and the reason why you messaged me that is because on my Bumble profile there was corpse on there. So I get that. Like if you would have just messaged me, choke me, I would have been like, Kike, what's wrong with this man?
Could you imagine? Like, okay, but I think like if I think that shows that I like looked into and like what your actual profile says, and then I was like responding like mutually, you know, because it's clear that I like understand. Like I was just like, oh, I like also here's something about corpse because you like corpse, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of reading here.
We'll get him next time, boys.
Yeah, next time. But yeah, the funniest thing is that like I actually, like, before we start moving on, I actually didn't realize that you knew who I was.
Oh, okay.
When, you know.
Yeah.
When you started messaging me.
Okay, but you knew who I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew that.
Gotcha.
I already said that.
Okay.
I said I've known about you since high school. So
yes,
the funniest thing was that like you were talking about like solo podcasting, and I'm like,
yeah,
how the fuck does this guy know that I have a podcast and all that kind of stuff? And I'm like, what? I thought you were being a mad creeper, to be honest. But then I was like, well, I don't know if like it was all just so weird because all of a sudden Kike did the pictures for me, and then all of a sudden I saw you on Bumble, and then all of a sudden like we matched, and then all of a sudden here we are, and then I'm like, this is really weird because I told Kike, I'm like, that man is hot.
You don't have to flatter me on the internet.
I'm more embarrassing myself than flattering you, I think. I'm literally admitting. I mean, we all knew that I thought that, but I mean, also you think that I'm,
You're pretty.
Yeah, thank you. It's because of the red hair. Thank you.
She just got it done, and it looks good.
I know. I keep talking about it. But yeah, I just thought you were being mad creeper.
I really just intake small details. Like I don't know.
I know. I've known you. I've known you now. We talk every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, no, and like literally, me and Adam talk every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the friendship that we have acquired.
Mm-hmm.
We talk every day about random stuff.
Yeah. Like, and like kind of like circling back, it's just like, again, like experiencing like the full range of like stuff on via like dating apps. Like I have friends that like that I would end up just like hanging out with all the time. I have like acquaintances that I'll get like lunch with like on like rare occasion. And I have people who like, I talk to pretty consistently. So
me. Hi. That's me. Yeah. We went to brunch today.
We did.
It was good.
It
really wasn't that good actually, but I think that's a story for another day.
It's all good. Yeah.
I'm traumatized.
You do that on your own time. When you're ready, that's what I mean.
Anyway, so getting back onto the dating app thing, how successful has that been for you?
It's been okay. Like,
what have you achieved with being on?
As if like,
I don't know, so here's the thing. Backstory on me and dating apps. I met my ex-boyfriend Ryan on Tinder, kind of. I met him in person first. We matched on Tinder. I met Tegan on Tinder. I met my ex-fiance Brendan on Tinder. So obviously it was a little bit successful, and then again it's like nope. I also determined that I'm not gonna date any more guys whose name ends with an N. Ryan, Tegan, Brendan, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's a pattern here with Tinder, it's just whatever. So it was successful at first, and then obviously I am not married, so obviously not that successful. So that's why I ask, like, when you're on these dating apps, what are you looking for? I'm like,
I'm a kind of person who's like really just open to anything. Like, it's like, I don't, like, and getting into the meat and potatoes of the podcast, we opened it with sex.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Like occasionally like you look for just like a hookup or something like that. Yeah. Just sometimes like you just want attention from just like flirting with people and stuff like that. So sometimes you like you're just looking for like friends. Sometimes it's like you're looking for someone to connect with and stuff like that. So it really just depends. Yeah. I've like, I don't know. I've made like again like a decent amount of people that I still like kind of talk to, and it's a lot of these friendships that I have is always just like we will end up talking for like a little bit, or just we'll have stints of just like solid conversation back and forth, and then like we just don't talk to each other for a while. But like it's really interesting like how brief some of these conversations can be, but like how hard we go in as far as like talking and stuff like that. Like just like, oh, like this shitty stuff is happening with my dad and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, this is what I'm going through. They're just like, sorry to hear that. And like, just super open and super like vulnerable about it. But then
are you talking about us? I'm kidding.
We go into
we really go into detail a lot about each other's lives, and I'm more than you, I think, but I also tell you I'm here for you. And I tell you that all the time, because like yesterday you're like, I'm feeling too good, and like anything I can do.
Exactly.
And that's just
and you were right you were right there for it, which I appreciate.
It's what I do,
just me.
But yeah, so speaking of, let's get back onto the sex topic of things. Bumble and Tinder, is that that's where you're meeting I don't want to say all your hookups, because you don't really have that many. I don't like think. All, like just, but like how many?
Bring on a list or something.
Well, I mean, how many have you? If you don't mind me asking, like how many have you just had this hookup relationship with? Like, it's not a bad thing. I think that having just a friendship or a weird like, hey, this is what I want. Yeah, that's what you want. And we're like, oh, that's great. That's fine. I think that's just perfectly fine. Yeah, and I think need to talk about that more, honestly.
Exactly. And then so that's the thing, is that like if you're as long as it's like completely mutual within like two individuals or more, who cares? who cares, you know? Like, and I think it's I don't know. I think it's becoming a lot less taboo of a subject, like kind of like the casual hookup scene and stuff like that. I think especially, you know, with like our generation.
You should have heard my mom a few days ago. It was not the case.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Not a fan?
Nope. She was not. She's like, how's that guy you're seeing? And I'm like, no, we just hook up. She's like, you deserve a nice boyfriend. And I'm like, well,
that's just odd to me because it's just like that doesn't. Oh, okay.
I did mention this earlier. I don't know if I did because like this is the thing where I was like, well, like me and that person don't want a relationship. As like it's not like we don't find each other attractive or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
I don't think that person's ready for that. If that's the conversation that happened down the road, Mom, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But right now, I'm just having fun. Yeah, and that's what I want.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like her saying like not to steamroll or anything, but like her saying like someone just in general saying like, oh, you deserve like a nice boyfriend. It almost sounds like they're talking poorly about that situation. Just like, oh, this person must not be a nice person or something like that. When that doesn't have to.
When I'm the one who's like, it's not like it's a one-sided thing where it's like, hey, I want to date you, and you're like, nah, I just want to, you know. And then that person's like, you know, that other person's like, I've had that before happen to me where I'm like, oh, maybe they'll change their mind, and like I just continued going with it.
Sure.
And then they're like, yeah, no, I think you want different things than me. And then it stopped. I think that's maybe where my mom was coming from with that. But I'm kind of like...
Past experience sort of thing.
Past experience. But she's like, you know, I'm the one who's like, me and that person agreed. This is what it is. That's it. That is all.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just got to be honest with that other person, though, I think, too. Like, it's, you know, communication's a big thing. You have to be honest. Because, like, let's say that, you know... you were in that situation and you were starting to catch feelings that were like more than, or you wanted more. And, you know, you're like, hey, I need to stop doing this because, you know, or, hey, how are you feeling? We've been doing this for this long. How are you feeling? Because, you know, this is how I'm feeling. And if then there was like a, you know, something were to I don't know.
Some discrepancy. Like.
There could have been some discrepancy or people start to actually like, you know, then they agree with like, oh, I start to feel this way for you or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Nobody's going to know unless you talk about it.
Exactly. And I think that's like the responsibility you have to have with this kind of thing is that like you still have to have like maybe not to the extent of like open communication of a relationship, but you still have to be in really good communication. Like it's not like just like a passive friendship sort of thing you can have. Like you have to actively talk about how you're feeling, where they're feeling, because
but that's also with the right person. So like, you know, like you and me are friends. Yeah. And you and I talk about a lot of things. Yeah. Remember if I think that was like a week ago where I was at a party and I was feeling uncomfortable and I messaged you and or I like voice chat you or Snapchat message you or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, I don't know if you were worried about me being home safe, but this is what happened. And you're like, wow, I'm really glad that you told me that. Yeah. You know, like, I guess that's just with the right person, like they'll feel that way. You know, you need to be like, I don't know where I'm going with this. You know what I mean?
No, like absolutely. Cause it's like,
I lost my train of thought.
No, but it's like, it's that's the kind of communication that should exist in like those kind of situations where it's like, I don't know, like you need to, it's more than just, I don't know. Like, I also lost my train of thought. Like, I
don't fucking know.
I think it's just important to maintain that kind of communication, like regardless. And like, you know, it's not like you don't care for the person. Yeah. You know, like and shit, I don't know. Maybe there's a situation where you do, where it's like, but as long, like, say like there's a situation where like you're with someone, it's just like, okay, we like don't talk, but like we just hook up. Like that is the point of mutual interest between us. We aren't really interested in anything more. Fuck it, do that. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, you don't need to maintain constant contact with somebody who you're fucking.
Yeah, and it's like,
but if you want to, you can. Yeah. As long as like that's like a mutual like thing. Like don't bother that person. That's another thing. Don't like. I've been in that situation too with like one of my exes where you were just like hooking up for a while. I think you know which one I'm talking about. Not the one we just saw. Not that one. Okay. The one before that.
Okay.
You know. Anyways,
I did. You can just go on.
you know. Anyways, sorry. I like throwing people under the bus.
I am smushed between the tires.
Yep. Yeah.
Between the. Go on.
Shut up. Yeah, but like, and then I just kept like, that's all we wanted was like hooking up, and then I kept like messaging and like annoying, and I don't want to say it got borderline harassment. I don't think it did, but like then it can get worse and worse and worse and worse. So like,
sure,
that's where the open communication comes. Like, Taylor, I didn't want anything more from you than just this.
Yes.
And apparently just this from other people too, but at the same time. But you know, you're annoying me. This is not what I wanted. I don't want to keep talking. Blah blah blah. And I just kind of was like crazy about it, to be honest. But that was also like Taylor from like 3 years ago. She's completely different now.
It's good, and that's another thing, is that it's good to acknowledge your mistakes with things, because like,
I acknowledge them a lot, because I've made a lot of mistakes in my life.
And you know what, like I think especially with this kind of subject matter, like doing like casual sex, it is such a trial and error. Like you really just
you gotta find the right person, you mesh well, you know. There's a lot of trial and error, because I've been like people like this one from, I want to say like August, September, that I was seeing for a while. Our personalities did not mesh at all, because if I tried to like, you know, we'd talk every day, kind of like you and I do, like, but you and I are friends, but like, you know, we'd talk every day, and if I said like, hey, I'm not really feeling too good today, like really depressed, really anxious, okay,
sure,
I don't know how to help you, that kind of thing. And like, that was like, and that was a big thing for me, like,
yeah. So you're saying like when it comes to like what you want out of those relationships, you want that kind of communication. Like, well,
I don't give it up for free, honestly. I don't do that. I feel like I used to when I was a lot younger. I don't give it up just any random person. Sex is a really weird thing for me now, apparently. So I never really realized this until after I broke up with Brendan. Like, it is not just, it's just, I'm not into it.
Sure.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, does that make any sense? Like, I'm not into having sex.
Yeah, it's not,
unless it's somebody who I care about in some way.
Yeah.
That is all.
It's not the primary focus.
No, it's not. Like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm getting like more that way. Like, and like, it's, you know, it used to be a confusing thing for me, because like I used to like I think not only is like it's a trial and error, like finding like what you want, like out of finding like the right person that you kind of want to deal with, but it's also like, you know, finding what you want and like how you react to certain things. Like, you know, I discovered that like I would very easily confuse like the feeling of like genuine like fascination, like I really want to like pursue this person, with like lust. And like
I have a big problem with that too, actually.
Yeah, and then like just general crushes too. There's like a bunch of subsex in between, but like it gets, you learn as you go, but you know it also ends up hurting people, unfortunately.
Yeah, like not to keep bringing it up, in my last relationship, I figured out that it was all like lustful. I had to figure that out on my own though. Yeah, I really had to figure that out and do a lot of reflection and talk to my therapist, and just realize that like I confused love for lust and all that kind of stuff, and just I don't, you know, people don't realize it until it's kind of too late.
Yeah, I saw something on the internet a while ago that said like, it was like someone on like Yahoo Answers or like Tumblr, like asking.
People still use them?
It was years ago.
Oh, this was you said. I thought you just said recently.
No.
Oh, I thought you did. I'm dumb.
A while back. I'm not sure.
A while back, I think maybe.
It wasn't recently though. So
still a while back to me sounds recently. We'll continue.
For sure.
Yes.
But communication. But what is it?
We have good communication.
What is it? So it was someone genuinely asking like that kind of question, where they're just like, what is how can you tell the difference between when you like someone and when you just have like a crush on them? And someone responded by saying, if they get a haircut and they're not cute anymore, it was a crush.
Oh, like what I said with your mustache?
What the what do you mean?
You remember that on brunch I said, please don't ever shave your mustache off?
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. First of all, I appreciate that, because I've gotten it's a bold choice. Like, and
I like it. We call you mustache at work when we talk about you. It's like, you know, I say, oh, mustache. I messaged my roommates when you came over last, and I said, mustache is coming over. He did say gross, but.
You know, there you will have lovers and you will have haters. But I caught a lot of flack for it at first.
Really? Well, I think it looks good compared to some other pictures I've seen of you on the internet without it. I think at least like at the moment, I feel like I just look a little bit better with facial hair. You look really good with facial hair, to be honest.
I'll
flatter you some more.
Cause like, okay, when we first like start like this, like again, we've known each other for like about a month.
Yeah.
I had like a full beard, and then one time
I don't remember this beard.
Then one time we were literally hanging out, and I was like, oh, like, was it shocking that you saw like just the mustache now? And she's like, you've always had the mustache. I said, okay, yeah, well, technically, but like the rest is gone. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I had a beard last time. She goes, did not notice. Like,
I didn't notice.
And like I trimmed it more shallowly now than like I have in the past.
I think you need to put the mustache all the way down here.
Like a Hulkamania kind of thing?
Like a handlebar mustache, yeah. Just like that.
I thought handlebar was like this one. Like
no, that's something
or
else.
Is that
That's this one, right?
No, that's handlebar.
That's handlebar?
Oh,
okay.
is it? No way. Hold on.
I'm a connoisseur. This is on my fit. You can't.
What do they call the other one then?
Is that the Fu Manchu?
I think so,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's Hulk. It's something.
Well, then why did this pop up when I said handlebar mustache? Why did this pop up?
Darren,
that's exactly what I thought it was.
Darren, could we get a fact check?
Yeah,
I was gonna say like you're Jamie.
But, like this one came up, but then also like this one with the nose hair came up. Yeah, so like a bunch of different ones came up. Can't both? Are both of them considered a handlebar
Have they
mustache?
never trimmed their nose hair? There's no way you
How
can get
am
that.
I supposed to know that? And then this also comes up as a handlebar mustache.
That's Henry Cavill, right?
No, that is not.
That's not Henry Cavill?
No.
Wait. Fuck.
Wait, yes it is.
Haha, suck it.
No, it can't. Maybe? I was going to ask you, what do they mean when they say steel cut oatmeal?
They say what?
Like, you know, places say like steel cut oatmeal.
Yeah.
What does that mean? How did it...
I love how the conversation like today is just like
that's literally
how we met. Steel cut oatmeal.
I want to know what hold on, but we have like 2 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. But little backstory here, I was in the line for Panera yesterday and they had oatmeal on their menu for breakfast and it said steel cut oatmeal, and I literally was like, I feel like Adam's smart enough to know what this means. So what does it mean?
I don't know. However, you really had a lot of expectations for me to know about.
I didn't know. I just thought it'd be silly enough. Because like one time Darren asked me about like fighting animals and I'm like, oh, that's funny. You had to watch the episode. It was pretty funny.
I want to know about it though. Okay.
We'll listen to it on the ride home.
If I were to make a guess, is it literally like cut with steel?
That's what I thought. Okay. I don't know. I didn't look it up. I thought you would know.
I love that like we're like the topic of conversation that we came in is just like, oh, we're gonna talk about like casual sex and dating apps.
We did.
And we did. Yes, we did. But it's just like, gotta know about that oatmeal. Like,
I need to know.
This is what the people want to know.
So if anybody knows what they mean by steel cut oatmeal, please let me know in the comments. I really need to know because it's bothering me. I know I can Google it, but I think the internet needs to tell me and then just, tell me I'm stupid.
Yeah, like get like the filter of answers that are going to be like, that are going to like totally just troll you and be like, oh yeah, they actually like, they're steel infused too.
That'd be gross.
Also probably not good for you.
Whatever. Anyways, guys. Big thank you to Adam for being on the show today, even though I've only known him for like a month and all my other friends don't want to be on, but it's cool. No, big thank you. This is awesome. I think I had a good time.
Me too.
That's awesome. Remember, guys, if you want me to read your sad girl / sad boy stories, you can like email them to me, which I'll put down below. Other than that, thanks for joining us today. My name is Tay Hageman, and I'm the sad girl next door. Yay!
Woo.
I'ma tell you little lies and they sound like this. I'm fine, it's an oversimplification, cause I'm really contemplating. I just haven't picked the day yet. I'm fine, just don't ask me to elaborate, cause I don't really know what I'm supposed to